Hi, and welcome to Retirement with Jim. On this channel, we're going to talk about my journey into retirement. And I retired on a very modest budget, so budget a small portfolio. And it's all about, my channel is all about what it takes. And really, you don't need $1 million. There's many things you can do and to enjoy your retirement, and you don't have to work until you drop. So if you like my content, please hit the like and subscribe button. And along with that, if you want to make some comments, please do. If you have questions, also, I'm welcome to comments and questions and things you might want to hear or might want me to discuss in future videos. So please let me know. So with that, we are going to go ahead and get started. So, Social Security. Is it going to be there for you? And the long and short answer of it is yes. Yes, it is. Social Security, let's put a little bit of info out there. I will include a link down below where you can sign up for your Social Security myaccount.gov, and I will include the link on the bottom of the video. I would tell you, if you've not done that, please do. It has your history, your work history of how much you have earned, and along with that, then it has what you would be currently eligible for in terms of your Social Security retirement, what you would be earning. And it shows you, there's graphs and charts on there. You can work with the charts that are on there. You can say, okay, you can plug in 62, for instance, see how much you would be getting. 63, 64. It will adjust and show you, what you are going to be getting. So along with that, it is by signing up, it then uses a second tier verification, so that it basically locks up your account, which is good, because then with today's world with fraud and everything else, you're making sure that your Social Security number is really tied to you, and no one else can get access to it, which includes, of course, your tax returns. Another thing that people love to go scam to get. So it's a very useful tool. It's also where you sign up for Medicare when you turn 65. So I would highly encourage you, if you have not done it, please go look at that website. It's a useful tool, and it can help you in many ways make a lot of your decisions. How much money is in Social Security? Well, all right, let's back that up a second. There are over 67 million people on Social Security in this country. We're quickly headed to over 70 million. So when you ask yourself, oh, is the money going to be there? Well, the government can't let 70 million people just suddenly fall off the cliff. They just can't. It's a large voting block, and it's a large group of people that depend on that, and so it can't, like the say, it's too big to fail. Well, this is it. Now, do they need to make some adjustments in it and some changes? Yes, they do. The last time they adjusted anything was 1983, and in 1983 they moved the retirement age from 65 to 67. Now people right away go, oh my God, I'm getting near retirement. They grandfather in the people that are, already like in your 50s or 60s and about to retire. So you don't have to suddenly go, oh my God, I now have to work longer. No, it's a phased in program where once they make these changes, if you're near retirement, you're okay. Now, keep in mind, some of the changes, they're necessary. So, for instance, a lot of people are, of course, many people are all living longer. So, should these changes have taken place years ago? Sure. But politicians being politicians, they don't want to touch that. They want to kind of stay away from the third rail of politics. But eventually it's going to have to be addressed. And there are fixes that can be done. For instance, the current cap is $168,600. If you earn anything above that, it then becomes tax-free. Well, it's time to change the cap to there's talk of $250,000 a year or even $400,000. Now, $250,000 a year would capture 18% more funding in the Social Security portfolio, the funds that are available to pay. By changing it to $400,000, that adds somewhere in the vicinity over almost 50 years of funding. So it really, can have a huge impact. And so, the wealthy or the wealthier need to pay more based on, what they make. It's just, it's really what's fair and what should be, looked at in terms of what's important and good for all. Now, keep in mind, the Social Security was never a program that was designed to replace 100% of your income. It is not. Never has been, never will be. It's designed to replace 40% of your income, which is not bad. So what does that tell you? That tells you that you must be proactive. You must get out there and take a look at what you need to do. You need to be saving for yourself. You between 401ks, IRAs, you need Roth. You need to be able to be saving money and work to make sure that you have a nice balance between Social Security and what you save and put away. Now, there are people that live just on Social Security, which that means they're making some real tough choices. They're making some decisions that, at times, if that's all they've got from an income, they're deciding on whether I pay the utilities this month and whether I eat, or, where do you go from there? That is some tough choices and tough ways to look. You're making a lot of sacrifices if you are living only on Social Security. So as you're younger, and it's never too late. You could start you're really in your 40s. Even if you wait till your 40s to start, I wouldn't recommend it, but certainly if you do, you have the opportunity to still put away quite a bit of money and live comfortably. Even if you start in your 50s, you still got a good 10 plus years to save money. So keep in mind that it is never too late to save. And you need to save. You need to plan and be an active participant. You really want to retire, you can. And maybe one approach to that is, when it comes to Social Security, is save, save, save. Treat Social Security as if it isn't going to be there. And then when you get there and it's there, you are all the more better because you have those additional funds that you get to retire on. So if you treat it like it's not going to be there, then you get to be pleasantly or amazingly surprised when it is there. You're in a better spot. You're in a better place to be in your retirement. So do they need to change things? Yeah, they need to change the spending cap and raise it, the salary cap, excuse me. They need to look at the age, because yes, we all, even if you move up, like I said, 1 year to 68, that closes the gap in there by 18%. That's a pretty good sized gap to fill back in. But even changing it to 69, believe me, that's going to be phased in over time. It is not going to happen where you're just suddenly, I have to do this, and now I'm going to have to work, another year, another 2 more years. No, it's going to phase. It's going to affect people further down the line, the younger group. But many of them are, of course, have got many years to save and prepare for retirement. retirement is something you have to prepare for. You have to look at what you need to do. I can tell you that I'm confident that Social Security will be there and will be there for the generations to come, but you got to be actively involved in it. Take a look at, who you're voting for. Don't be an apathetic voter and not vote. Get out there and vote. Vote for people who are going to look at your causes and your concerns and they align with you. And those are the people you need to get into Congress and into the House of Representatives to help take care of you and what you want and you need. So, make sure that you are actively involved in your own future. And that means to vote. I don't really, I don't take sides in terms of Republicans and Democrats. It's a very nonpartisan thing, Social Security, because it's for everyone. And it's really for the average person, that really is going to help supplement. 40% of your income, that's a nice amount of money to be able to have. And yes, you've paid those taxes, so you've earned that. You've earned that money. You've earned the right to have that money. So make sure that you are doing what you can to be actively involved in that. So will it be there? Yes, it will. So I'm going to sign off at this point. A reminder, if you like my content and you want to hear more, please sign up, hit the like button, hit the subscribe. Leave me some comments. I'd love to hear from you, especially about Social Security. Again, I will leave that link at the bottom where you can sign up to the My Social Security account. I highly recommend it. There's a wealth of information in there, as well as, all about Medicare, which, you'll all have to sign up for at 65. So with that, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to see you in the next one.